This portion of Lifestyles is sponsored by Westside Chiropractic.
Well, I'm at Westside Chiropractic with Dr. Jessica Ignacio, and today we're talking about babies, which might be a surprising topic to think about chiropractic services.
Yes.
And little tiny ones.
Yes, a lot of times and a lot of patients don't realize that I can treat babies and I can help babies. So this is a topic I love talking about for that fact that I can educate people on why babies need to be adjusted. But more importantly, I tell patients all the time, I love adjusting babies. They're my favorite. I do, because they're my favorite. Because the reasons being, I'll start this way. The three biggest things that I see why babies, or how you know a baby needs to be adjusted: colic, acid reflux, and constipation.
So it's kind of all this gastrointestinal affair, which happens to babies
absolutely,
a lot.
And that's a big thing.
Yeah.
And then colic, which is when the baby just can't stop crying.
Right.
So, and there's no rhyme or reason. The mom takes it back to the pediatrician. They're like, oh, it will grow out of it. No parent likes to hear that the baby's going to grow out of colic, because if you've ever had a baby or if you've ever been around a baby who's experiencing colic, you don't get any sleep, and there's no soothing. So chiropractic care is a huge benefit in treating babies with colic. And the reason being is because the very top vertebrae, a baby's vertebrae, let me back up, a baby's spine is they have the exact same number of vertebrae as an adult, except they're smaller and closer together. So the very top vertebrae gets misaligned, and I've talked about misalignments before. That's the main thing chiropractically I treat, is finding vertebrae that have gotten stuck. How does that happen? What does a baby do? The birthing process is the most stressful thing that a baby and our spines go through.
Is indeed.
Yep. So and a lot of times, so that top vertebrae just gets out of place. That irritates and pinches that corresponding nerves. That nerve's in that excited state. So that's why the baby keeps crying.
Because she's agitated, or she's agitated,
and they're not in pain, but they just it's just in that excited state. So getting adjusted, and this is where I said earlier that I loved adjusting babies, because it doesn't take years to rebuild everything, because a lot of times the baby's only X amount of years old, or days old.
They're new. I mean, they're new and they're flexible.
Yep.
So that's where your little equipment comes in, and you use this on adults as well.
Because I explain this to every parent that brings in their baby. They're like, okay, are you going to adjust them like you adjust me? No, because you just can't. I mean, a baby's not going to lay down and that kind of thing. So I use my handheld instrument, and it does the same thing. You get the same benefits as the manual adjusting I do. So it just takes that force out of it and adds speed to it. So it works really well for those babies, so they don't have to do that hard force. And plus, it doesn't take a lot of force to get that baby adjusted.
Right. So, and is this something you repeat, or do you just have like, I've fixed it? And
you know what? It depends. Typically, again, with babies, it only takes 2, 3, maybe 4 visits to really get everything back on track. But a lot of times they start feeling better rather quickly, because again, you don't have years to rebuild everything.
Well, for exhausted parents, that's really
that's why they're one of my favorites, because it makes not only baby feel better, but then everybody's just happier all around, because baby is feeling better and sleeping.
Yeah, and if you've had a colicky baby, what she's talking about is exactly right. It's exhausting for baby and for you.
Yep, and to tie it in really quick, acid reflux is a big one, because again, the digestive system just isn't used to the outside stuff that they are ingesting. So getting the baby adjusted can help with that, and constipation as well. Those are the big ones.
Mamas and daddies and grandpas and grandmas, call Jessica. She can help your little one. We'll be back with more Local Lifestyles right after this.
This portion of Lifestyles is sponsored by Westside Chiropractic.